Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
The San Siro, for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. And he was quick to react. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Ronaldinho. Oh, that's fabulous. Good purposeful running this. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Oh, there's a probing ball. And they're not going to make any further progress now.
I don't think I've seen a player as complete as the Czech cannon.
Ah, Nedved.
Yeah, the cannon gives us a little indication of the power he can produce from either foot, but he sets about his job like a Tasmanian devil, a whirlwind of activity.
So strong on either side.
He is.
Oh, that's nice. Up he goes! Oh, just couldn't turn it in.
Look, the defending wasn't too clever on that last chance. The cross had to be denied.
First quarter of an hour gone. Back into the middle. Bellingham conjures time and space where few can. Mbappe. Milan, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Dink through. Well, no, that is pretty much the end of that. Eto'o is flagged offside. That has been knocked clear. Chelsea have it back and can go again. Oh, good-looking ball. Bellingham. Mbappe! And that interception was most necessary.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
But it's Thuram.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Vieira makes the interception. Mbappe. Oh, that's a very... Mbappe! Just off target.
Mbappe nearly produced a moment of magic. He knew the strike was pure. Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
And that has left him in a heap. Maldini. Oh, can he get onto this? Mbappe! He is through here!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And they're back on the ball again. Bale. And he's quick to get it clear again. Can he spark a counter here? And here's Shevchenko. And it's Bale. Aimed beyond the defence. Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho proves just a little bit too strong. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Check, gets it away. Chelsea have got it back and they'll have another go. And here's Nedved.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Vieira cuts it out. Bellingham. And it's Eto'o. And he's making progress on the ball. And he was alert to it. And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, it has been a half largely of could-haves and should-haves. Perhaps the more impatient amongst the supporters will feel they're overdue a goal, but it's certainly not for the want of trying, so nothing to show as yet. At the break, it's 0-0. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, this has proved a very frustrating day so far, especially for the strikers. Nothing has been created for them. I think the service has been extremely poor.
Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Milan really are going to need to improve in a hurry if they don't want to fall behind here. Upping the intensity and the tempo will be their starting point.
Bale looking to play it into the box. Messi with the clearance. Now it's Bale. And the shot! Goal!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
How very smart. He just got it right.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Chelsea have taken the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Nedved. Nedved purring through the gears. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's played forward. That has been cut short. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Well-timed, excellent interception. Chelsea are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Now it's Eto'o. And that could set him on his way. He's found a way through. That's good play. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Bellingham.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Mbappe, who needs just a moment to score a goal. And that is as far as they're going to go.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Eto'o. Messi. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Pass is just off target. He's looking to set free a runner. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. Well read, nice interception. And it's Messi. And here's Shevchenko. The defence opting here for strength in numbers.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
There's And with that goal comes comfort.
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 10.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Numero 21.
Chelsea are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead. Can he finish? And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Luis Suarez. Il numero 19. Il numero 13.
Milan with another chance from a corner. Corner number 2 then. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And now a sudden chance to counter. Into the last quarter of an hour. Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. He's had it taken off him. Yamal fiddles it through. He has found the way through. Has a go! They are rampant! And they are pulling clear here. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Chelsea find a position of real... Hits one! Oh, taken with style!
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
Milan give themselves a fighting chance, back in with a shout. Just 5 minutes left. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Vieira. Nedved does well to get it back. But it's Thuram. Messi. Yamal, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Oh, nicely intercepted. That's a sharp pass. Mohamed Salah. Nedved. He's shifting through the gears here. Nedved. It's Nedved! Messi. 4 extra minutes added on. Now it's Bale. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that's a tough one. Losing is never good, but this one feels especially hard to take. Not a lot that went glaringly wrong, but the result is one that will make them suffer. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team would
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. My name's Peter Drury and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Red and black wherever you... Big chance! It's in!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early. That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Hullet. Oh, that's a key interception. And they can counter here. Now it's Bale. It's Bale! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Milan has the chance to go the other way. Van Dijk picks it up from the goal kick. Nedved. He could be in here. Now it's Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Now it's Totti.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Messi. And he's making progress on the ball. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Vieira cuts it out. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Nedved.
Milan really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it. Totti really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
It's loose now and they want to get it back. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. Chelsea finding their passes. He's picked his way through.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Bergamy makes the interception. Drogba. Ah, that's a fine interception. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
And it's Ronaldinho. Luis Suarez. Mbappe. Bale. Well, they've got it again. Always onto this. Drogba is herring after that one. Ronaldinho. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. Ronaldinho with an air of confidence about him, a certain swagger.
Well, you can't grumble when a player at least tries to make something happen.
Short changes him with that pass. Bale. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Nedved. Oh, what a ball! And the finish! Oh, taken with style! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, we're all back to square one, but I hope this game opens up from here. It looks as if it could happen.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Milan grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Oh, look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Totti. Floated through. Ronaldinho receives it in a good position here. Bale. Mbappe. Half-time getting close now. Bergomi. And here's Suarez. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Vieira gets across to intercept that. Nedved. And it's Totti. He's in space and looking for options. And there is the half-time whistle. So half-time, and it is all square. Neither able to pull away from the other, but that is not due to any shortage of effort on either side. It's a goodish game, this, and at half-time, it's one each. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Yeah, I think they'll be happy with that scoreline. I just hope the second half is as good as the first. It's been pulsating stuff.
So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. Second period then underway. Ronaldinho. Good ball over the top. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
And they're back on the ball again. Oh, it's a sweet ball, that. Vieira. And it's Bale. Mbappe. Oh, nice touch. That's a throw. And here's Mbappe. Played it again. Goalkeeper's ball. And it's Bale. Mbappe. Ronaldinho. And the counter-attack is on for Milan. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they should.
And the shot!
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 80.113 spettatori.
Driving on and making good progress. Bellingham! They want to be quick to recover this. Oh, what has happened here? Totti is flagged offside. Luis Suarez. And he's in on goal. It's Ronaldinho! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 10.
We have got changes here from both sides, in
Numero
fact.
5. Luis Suarez.
Climbs up big! Goal! Milan! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, for me, this team seems to find it easier to attack than defend, but now they're going to need to dig in at the back a bit.
And he can clear it away. Real chance!
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. Oh, well played. Cleared without complication. Done delicately. And that is as far as they're going to go. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against Eto'o! He's got a goal! It's level again! What a match we have!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Messi.
Milan are making a change now. Mohamed Salah joining us now, a player, of course, who needs no introduction.
Now, that's what you call a luxury addition, to be able to summon someone of this calibre.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, that goal just serves to give them the momentum and psychological edge now at this stage, but for me, they've got to chase a winner.
Mbappe! Oh, super ball! Iniesta.
Well, they deserve an awful lot of credit for their commitment to the cause, but it's a goal credit that would be most welcome now. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
So can they do it again? And now they can spring out of defence. Eto'o puts his foot on the gas.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to...
He's got the shot away! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Eto'o deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Goes without saying, that was poor. That is good strength, and it's Nedved. Yamal, very much a man of this moment. 4 added minutes on the board. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And time is up. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks a winner, of course, but the crowd largely satisfied. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Milan certainly had some good moments, Peter. There were plenty of encouraging spells that more should have been made of.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
The San Siro for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. And as you can see, we've already started here. And they're back on the ball again. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Well, that pass isn't the best. And it's Hullet. Bale. Oh, well played, well played. Well, here he is, the epitome of athleticism and speed. That is Gareth Bale.
Yeah, simply one of the best left-sided attackers of his generation, Peter, with all the tools to improve any team. And then all that flair.
Yeah, it seems an age ago now, doesn't it, that he started his career down on the south coast as a left-back, of course.
Yeah, and when you think about left-back, usually poor attackers end up there, but he went on to do great things at the other end.
Lacking in accuracy.
Bale will have to accept some flack for that. Was anyone really expecting it?
And he cuts out the supply. And the pass is intercepted. Good spot, he's seen the run. Chance to... and the shot! Goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
The vision wonderful, the technique perfect.
Well, as options go, that was a superb choice. It's over and in. Job done.
Chelsea are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Ronaldinho providing an outlet on that flank. Milan with the corner, they're first. And he gets rid in a hurry. Chelsea are looking to go forward now. Mbappe. Bale.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Chelsea have got it back and they'll have another go. Bellingham clears. Ronaldinho. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Bale. Mbappe, someone who can always claim to be the most immaculate finisher. And here's Hullet. Lovely bit of skill. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And that is as far as they're going to go. Now it's Nedved. Oh no, what has happened here? Shapes to shoot! He scores! 2 up and threatening to pull clear.
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
It's really well cleared. And that's been won straight back. Mbappe. And here's Bale. Messi.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And the finish! And he thumps it clear. Oh, there's a probing ball. Bellingham. Now it's Bellingham. Bellingham was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Chips it through. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Defending was strong and firm. And it's Messi. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Now there's a fine ball. Oh, shooting chance! Nedved. There's a sharp little ball here. Shifted upfield. Eto'o. Messi. Really didn't have enough to concern the defence. Might be danger here. Great hit! And more and more and more. And the lead is 3. It is surely done. He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much...
And we hit half-time. Well, this certainly hasn't gone the way most of us in the ground had expected in advance. Granted, it is very pleasant if you're on the right side of it all.
This looks well and truly sewn up already, Peter, but please feel free to forget what I've just said if there's a spectacular turnaround.
Milan have established themselves in a position of absolute supremacy. An action-packed 45 minutes, and they have raced into a 3-goal lead. There's the start of the second half. No reported change to either side during the break. Ronaldinho. Van Dijk. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Gets his pass away. Messi. Shevchenko. And he has been fouled there. Ronaldinho. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Van Dijk cuts it out. And he's managed to get rid. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And here's Drogba. Bellingham are well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Cleared without complication. Hullet. And it's Nedved. Rolls it backwards. Tries to get it clear. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. And reclaimed it in a trice. Chelsea are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to...
Big header! And with the goal at his mercy, a dreadful miss.
Another example of how comfortable this team is on the break.
The less said about that pass, the better. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe. Vieira gets it away. He's looking... Tries a shot! And somehow he's managed to miss it.
Do I really need to tell you, Peter, that he has to do better, especially from there?
No, he's just misjudged that one. He's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And no, that was never going to make it. Neto. Bellingham.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Bellingham. And that's another good win of the ball. And here's Bale. Mbappe.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
Bale. Mbappe gets into some space. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And that is expertly dealt with. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And here's Drogba. He's got the shot away! He's kicked it out just.
Oh, I'm not sure what he had in mind, and I don't think he knew either.
That's a nicely measured pass. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
That's played into space. Mbappe. He's played him through. Van Dijk cuts out the pass. Fiddles it through. Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Into the last 5 minutes. Mbappe.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Now that looks a decent ball. Nedved looking to add to his goal. Thuram. Van Dijk. Maldini. Nicely spread.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
1 minute to add according to the board. That's that, the end. Milan looking by any yardstick formidable. Truly enjoyable to watch and clearly so together. That was a terrific day for them. Shevchenko, voted man of the match and deservedly so. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Red and black wherever you turn, the San Siro is buzzing. Certainly up for this one. And we're underway. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. That's an excellent interception. And the counter is on. Nedved getting this one clear. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air, and what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Mbappe, and that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Bale. Messi. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
It's run loose here. Bale in acres of space out wide.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And it's Ronaldinho. Van Dijk gets over and intercepts. Gets a good foot in there. Nedved. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Interesting ball. Now it's Bellingham. He rises! Just off target.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Maldini gathers from the goal kick. Bellingham. And it's Nedved.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
That'll be a throw-in. Played back in. Some really good ball movement. Milan, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Bergomi. Mbappe. And he welcomes it in. Ronaldinho going full tilt down the left. Now it's Eto'o. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Hullet. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Bergomi gets rid without sophistication. Short changes him with that pass. Drogba chasing after it. Out for a throw. Vieira. Drogba.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Nedved. Oh, what a climb! Well, now it's a race for the ball. He's played it long. And anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. And that is as far as they're going to go. Van Dijk calmly anticipates.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Nedved. Mbappe is sporting a guilty look after that.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target. Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Nedved. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And the first half is done. Well, there it is, half-time. Not a bad watch by any means. And the efforts of both sides have been good, but neither have been able to penetrate. And so we reach the break, and the game remains goalless. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, this has proved a very frustrating day so far, especially for the strikers. Nothing has been created for them. I think the service has been extremely poor.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. So off we go once more.
Milan really can count themselves lucky not to be behind at half-time. Couldn't really work out what they were trying to do, actually. Letting themselves get dominated like that, it's very confusing.
Out of play for a goal kick. Maldini. What a throw in. Nedved. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Now it's Bale. And it's Nedved. Bellingham. It's a mighty effort! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. The pass has gone astray. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Bellingham, and that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, we're still waiting for a goal to report here. And we're not going to make any further progress now. It's a sharp pass.
Messi really added the width there thanks to his willingness to make the run. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Quarter of an hour into the second half. Ronaldinho. Now it's Eto'o. Oh, that's a very... Tries a shot! It's in!
Milan clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
A 1-0 lead established.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again. Drogba really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Bale, he's picked his way through. And that is out and behind. It's a good block.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And it's hoisted clear. And a shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Van Dijk gets it away. Bellingham gets it away. Your impression so far, Jim?
I think the manager's pondering his options as to whether to stick or twist, Peter, in view of the time remaining. He might have a tough call to make now.
And here's Drogba. Chelsea have got it back and they'll have another go. Oh, well played, well sorted out. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Might be danger here. Referee has just said play on. And it's Shevchenko. Oh, super! He's got the shot away! He's scored! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 10.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Messi.
Milan are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that 2-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Il numero 19.
Hazard.
Il numero 11. Il numero 5.
That should get the job done.
Suarez.
Rafael Leao will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
He won't be happy with that one. Rummenigge goes steaming forward. Great chance! They are rampant! And the lead is 3! It is surely done! That was a given, it always was.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.